Hello everyone, myself Madhuri, Associate Professor, Department of Law, Padmavati University. Today we are going to look after remedies for breach of contracts. Several remedies for the breach of contract we can see, such as awards, specific performance, rescission and restitution. The courts of limited jurisdiction, the main remedy is an award of damages, and for the suit we can have damages like compensatory damages, or also will be called as an actual damages, which covers the loss of non-breathing the particular party incurred as a result of a breach of contracts. The amount awarded intended to make good or replace the loss caused by the breach. There are two kinds of compensatory damages that the non-breaching parties may be entitled to recover. General damages, we can say, covers under the particular loss of directly and necessary incurred by the breach of contracts. General damages are the most common type of damages award for the breach of contracts. Special damages, punitive damages are there. Special damages also can be called as consequential damages, which covers any loss incurred by the breach of contracts, becomes the special contracts and special circumstances or the conditions that are not ordinarily predictable. These are all actual losses caused by the breach, but not the direct or an immediate way. To obtain this kind of a damages for this type of loss, non-breathing parties also can be taken. Punitive damages will be called as an exemplary damages, which has been awarded to punish or to make an example of wrongdoers who has acted willfully, maliciously or fraudulently. Unlike compensatory damages, they are intended to cover actual loss, and these damages are intended to punish the wrongdoer behavior and to deter the other parties from acting in a similar manner. These damages are rarely awarded for breach of contract. Suit for quantum merit is the form of quasi-contract. So even there is no legal written contract between two parties, the aggrieved party may file a suit upon quantum merit on the basis of an implication in the agreement. Quantum merit also involves in the someone gets where benefit while the other party gets nothing. If contracts that refers to the benefit of enrichment, one party receives, the other party also comes into this particular action. So in other words, it means another parties also received services unjustly benefited, and when we can have a particular who provided such kind of benefits. I quoted two examples also here. And a specific performance contracts also we have suit that we can also file a suit. Performance of contract means both the parties legally bounded to fulfill their obligations duties created under the contract terms. The parties who bound fulfill reciprocal promises and the contracts. When either the parties does not fulfill the obligation as per the terms of a contract, when the other party to whom the breach is so caused and the specific performances of a particular contract. Suit for injunctions, we can say the restraint order from the particular court of an injunction. The power to restrain a person from doing certain acts if the defendant does not something which has not been performed, and they shall be temporarily or permanent. Jurisdictions performances in the contracts also we can say section 20 deals about two principles, that is fundamental have been prescribed to determine the jurisdiction, the place where the defendant at the time of commencement such suits resides or voluntarily carries out his business, where cause of an action is been arranged. So in India, civil suits are expressly has been given power to try civil suits unless barred under the particular section 9 of CPC 1908. Section 13 also gives you a same act also recognizes the judgments which has been given by the foreign courts having competent jurisdiction. It also provides further enforcement except under few circumstances. Delhi High Court also gives an observations on internet jurisdictional issues, that is on news services versus Indian broadcast, and the court stressed the particular point a level of interactivity. And another case we can say of the Banyan Tree Holding versus Murali Krishna Reddy. High Court also inspired the latest developments in the American courts also given this kind of a particular this thing. Finally, I can say breach of contract is a legal procedure introduced to protect the rights to involve in the parties. With the increase of technologies, people are using specialized methods to break contracts. Breach of contract is a legal procedure and laws of a particular court should be followed. In case one of the parties has not been satisfied with the contract, they can also break within the particular 3 days. If the contract has been broken without any prior information, the involved parties are eligible to take legal actions. You can contact legal professionals so that they can explain the remedies for the breach of contract properly. Thank you.